So guys, react of the day. This time around we're gonna talk about the most insane man in pro sporting history. Bro, I'm just watching this pic over here and I can already figure out that he's kind of a mad lad. Let's just put it that way. Let's see what's this all about, eh?
He beat Tiger Woods while severely hungover and threw $55,000 into the river during a fight with his fourth wife.
What? Why did he do that? Like throwing cash at the river, what? So you can get better luck with your fifth one?
John Daly is a name you'll never forget.
Bro. With a ciggy and his belly full of beer. Let's go, bro. This a real American right there. That's what I want to see. You know what he needs to also add in this whole picture? Like a brewski and a burger, like in his hands. Ah, that will perfect image of a true American.
From this video onwards.
You're completely different from most athletes. You hate exercise, you despise health food, you smoke, you drink.
His insane lifestyle began after starting a golf scholarship, where at the age of 18, his coach would put him on a very unique diet.
He used to smoke Marlboro Lights. He said, just start smoking. Here, have a cigarette. Whatever you got to do to keep the weight off.
On top of smoking cigarettes, John began to eat nothing but popcorn, Diet Coke, and Jack Daniels.
Why Diet Coke? That is my question. Jack Daniels, popcorn, and what? This is inhumane, bro. Who eats this? Oh man, that's a diet.
Stating in his book, most of the time I was drinking Jack like you wouldn't believe. A fifth a day, sometimes more.
A fifth a day. I gotta say, Jack Daniels, I have some bad experience. Mr. Jack over there, he's a fucking psychopath. The person that created Jack Daniels, bro. World record on, what was it? Blackouts. I'm telling you.
People would be drunk for a month on what I'd had before dinner, before later adding that he didn't even drink water.
What? What?
To drink anywhere from 12 to 20 Diet Cokes a day.
12 to 20 Diet Cokes. I have a question. How are you not dead, bro?
How? I don't know, because I don't drink water. I hate water. I cannot stand to drink water.
With this in mind, it's no surprise that vegetables...
You hate water? Like the normal one? It doesn't have taste, bro. Like, what's wrong with you, mate?
were also out of the question.
Daly is physically sick when he eats vegetables. Yeah, that's an American for you. And I think he feels very healthy. Like, for him, he has a different metabolism. You know, his body gets minus health when he eats vegetables, but he gets plus health when he eats Big Mac.
Quote, I don't eat beans, spinach, broccoli, any of that stuff. When I was young, my dad would force it down me and I would throw it up.
What?
However, unbelievably, this diet worked, given
But you know what? My cigarettes, popcorn, whiskey diet worked. The pounds just peeled right off. By Christmas, I lost 65 pounds. I don't know. I don't know what to say, bro. Good for you. Great success.
Daly lost the needed weight, albeit while failing almost every class as a result of the drinking. I just
oh yeah, you know that. Who cares?
Sit in my room and drink straight out of a Jack Daniels bottle, then go practice for 3 or 4 hours. Yet this would only help him to become a better golfer.
When I had a good buzz going, I could play really good golf. And I think it's just because the body's so loose and like free.
Not to mention he was also
That's some bullshit right there, mate. But hey, do what you can if it works for you.
quote, one of the hardest working guys on the team. This, in combination with over 16 years of practice, led Daly to win his first ever professional tournament at the age of 21, writing, my winner's check was for $6,700.
Back in the days, that would be around at least 100K, am I right?
The next 2 months, I made about $28,000.
28 hours.
for events.
Foo, bro, and the only thing you gotta do is do your Jack Daniels, Coke, and popcorn diet. Great. The popcorn. The popcorn, bro. Just put a burger. Like, popcorn, really?
Yet this wasn't the only way that John Daly began to make money. On the Full Send podcast, John explained that
Look at him, bro. Some nuggies, drinking, with a cig in his hand. That's just... He just looks like that, like... Where the bald eagle? That is my question.
he'd bet $100 per hole against unsuspecting players.
$100 a hole. Paid for my hotel room, paid for my drinks, paid for everything.
Described in his book as playing other guys for money, usually men at the local golf clubs who thought they were better than they were, who figured they could kick this fat kid's ass. That's the way I spent my summers. Think of it as my permanent part-time job. Yet this would also...
Bro, this is like in a movie. There's so many movies about those guys that go at the basketball court, not necessarily golf, and they say, let's go hit the fight 1v1 and see who wins, and they pretend they're bad until they actually bet some money, and then they get all the cash from the guy, and he's like, what the fuck?
Introduce him to the toxic world of gambling. About 3 years after turning pro, John won $16,000 in a South African tournament before losing the entire amount at a casino.
Oh yeah, you know what? Let's add gambling to the vices. You have drinking, you have smoking, you have eating unhealthy food, and let's, palate cleanser with gambling at the casino. Oh my god, what is left? I guess drugs?
Less than 24 hours later. In a fit of rage, Daly completely trashed his hotel room.
I can imagine, bro. You lost all your cash.
Also introducing the early stages of his potentially volatile nature.
Sometimes
I wonder why. Maybe because you're drunk all the time. But that's just a theory, guys. A game theory.
I'd beat my bus up. Sometimes I'd beat my car up. Sometimes I'd beat a hotel room up.
Despite this,
At least you're not beating people.
John would go on to win his third significant event, which just so happened to have been the PGA Championship, turning John Daly into an overnight superstar.
It was crazy. There was 4,000 people sitting in front of the clubhouse and on the driving range.
For you.
Just waiting for me to get in, and trust me, I was not used to.
All of a sudden, I was being offered tons of money to show up for Monday and Tuesday corporate outings and fundraisers. I was getting paid $25,000, $50,000, $75,000 a pop to hang with golf lovers for half a day. John was paid $230,000 for the championship win itself, yet he'd give $30,000 to the kids of a spectator who was killed by lightning midway through the
What?
tournament. This
By lightning midway tournament? What the fuck are those stories, bro? This guy living the life.
kind of generosity helped John to build a cult-like fan base of people who loved his rough edges.
You have a simple motto. This is a quote. I just hit it as hard as I can, and if I can find it, I hit it again.
Which he was then able to monetize through some very funny sponsorships. Daly received endorsements from Dunkin' Donuts, Hooters, and a diet pill called Trim Spa, yet it was the golf-specific sponsorships that began to make him millions. I made another $236,000 in 1991 just for playing with ping clubs and wearing a ping shirt and a ping hat, and that was only the beginning. Early in 1992, I signed my first really big sponsorship contract, a 10-year deal with Wilson that
Okay, guys, so to be successful in life, do like this guy. Let's all start a Jack Daniels, Coke, and popcorn diet. I'm sure that's gonna end up real good. Holy shit, this guy. I don't know, I guess talent beats everything.
paid me
And he was just that talented at golfing.
millions of dollars a year. However, at the same time, Daly's performance began to go downhill rapidly. After placing first at the PGA Championship, Daly returned the following year to achieve 82nd place.
Bro, no way.
Explaining on the Full Send podcast that he'd spent all night drinking, arriving at 7:30 for a 7:32 tee-off.
My guy takes life like you know, you live with you live by the second. Oh yeah, tomorrow I got a golfing course. That's a problem for tomorrow. Today we party.
There was some times on tour that I didn't sober up to about the 13th hole. Yeah, you get in at 7:30 in the morning. I got a tee time at 8:05 or 9 o'clock.
You'd be out till
Sometimes,
7 or
yeah.
7:30
Yeah.
in the morning when you had an 8 a.m. tea time?
Yeah.
He'd stated in his book, basically my golf game in 1992 played second fiddle to making money and partying. Instead of partying, I guess I ought to just say drinking, which is what it was. For the first time in my life, I let my golf game slide. That whole year, I don't think I practiced more than 2 days in a row, and it showed. Daly's
2 days in a row. Wow, wait, this guy was like, yeah, I'm riding the high horse. Who gives a shit about golfing no more? Let's get drinking, boys. And then the money start coming, and he's like, uh-oh.
performance brought about fits of anger, where he'd fight his opponents, break clubs, or throw them.
Bro, this guy is like the living the movie with Adam Sandler, guys. He's the guy.
Order, leading to a suspension from the PGA Tour on account of bad behavior. On top of this, Daly was suffering from clear midday alcohol withdrawal, made worse by antidepressants, which gave him the shakes and the sweats and
Oh yeah, antidepressants, great. He was doing good.
diarrhea. For this reason, Daly made the choice to quit drinking. However, he
No way, he realized that maybe drinking is not that good for him. He thought, but he still keeps going with the Diet Coke.
explained that his sobriety made no difference, as he'd simply swap one addiction for another. He'd write in his book, at rehab they call it cross addiction. They warn you that when you give up one thing, like whiskey, you're gonna be looking to replace it with something
Exactly.
else. For me, when I stopped drinking, I started eating more chocolate. Sometimes I'd eat 15, 20 packs of M&Ms around with peanuts.
15, 20 packs of M&Ms around. Bro, this guy is insane.
ate chocolate chip muffins and chocolate croissants all day long every day of the tournament, which for whatever reason seemed to work, as John Daly was about to make a comeback. After
Let's go! The chocolate strap.
3 years of very average golfing, Daly came out of nowhere to win the incredibly prestigious 1995 British Open, doing so on a daily diet of 9 chocolate chip muffins.
Let's
In true
go.
John Daly fashion, he ignored a phone call from the US president just so he could eat, stating, "But I still haven't found my dinner yet and I'm starving. Besides, I didn't even vote for the guy," showing that Daly had the whole world in his hands until he started drinking again.
Oh, man. Why are you doing that to yourself, bro?
On the brink of divorce with his second wife, Daly
Well, didn't he have a fourth wife? But at the beginning, they were the second one.
gave
Okay,
in and
okay.
headed out for a big night at the bar before landing himself in hospital after falling through a hotel door. He checked
Falling through a hot. How did this guy survive? Until, like, what?
himself back into rehab around 2 days later, although the media had already gotten hold of the story and his endorsements weren't happy. My two main sponsors, Wilson and Reebok, had dropped me while I was in rehab. The Wilson deal paid me several million a year plus bonuses, and I'd just done another 5-year deal with Reebok.
You just lost a bunch of millions of dollars. Oh, dude. You had it all, bro. You had it all. And you just started drinking because you're an idiot. Oh, no. For those who say drinking is good, check this guy out. How many millions he lost because of it? Facts.
As an alternative, Daly accepted a $1.2 million per year sponsorship from Callaway on the one condition that he stay sober. However, he eventually concluded that the deal wasn't worth it.
Yeah, no, it's really bad. I mean, yeah, a bunch of millions, but getting drunk. Which one is better?
Sponsor came to him and said, $3 million, we want to send you to rehab, though. And he looked at him and said, I'm good. And took a sip.
Although this attitude would
This guy is crazy, bro. I don't know, bro. There's some people like he's like Forrest Gump, you know, like he's so lucky that somehow the universe himself tries to bend the rules to make this guy succeed in life.
then help him beat Tiger Woods in a pretty funny way. Daly had qualified for a small 16-person tournament, and on the night before had drunk 3 bottles of Crown whiskey, leading Tiger to make some cocky remarks about how Daly had no chance of winning.
And he said
He got super drunk.
I'm probably going to kick his ass because JD's drunk right now. I said, okay.
When the tournament started the following day, Daly decided to troll Tiger by acting as though he was still drunk.
And he is looking at me the whole day. I've got drinks coming down, people bringing me drinks on the golf course. He goes, what are you drinking? I said, I got my Crown in here, man. I'm fine. Not 1 ounce alcohol, because if you do that, you get in trouble on the tour. And I got him thinking that I was really still drinking.
Helping John to completely demolish the tournament.
I shoot 65 and beat him by like 6 shots. It's about the last time I ever beat him.
Daly then earned $4 million in 2004 and 2005, yet this would only fuel an addiction worse than any he'd experienced before. Gambling.
Oh yeah, go for it, boy. Let's go. Hey, he earning millions, but you know what? He cannot be earning trillions. He just needs to win like 50 times in a row. 15 times in a row. Just put all your money and win 50 times in a row.
In Vegas, I'd play the $5,000 slot machine.
Every time you pull it, how much is that?
$5,000.
Oh,
The slot machines on top of it. Like, the slot machines are like the worst, bro. What the fuck?
God.
It's one pool.
$5,000 spins?
While playing these $5,000 slot machines, Daly fed through $600,000 in a night without winning.
Keep in mind, that was back in the day, so it's around 2 more millions probably in today's day and age. It's like, just, you know, man, can I give you my number and you can, send me this money anyway? You're gonna lose it, so who cares?
Before taking out another $600,000, which he'd then lose again, meaning he'd lost $1.2 million in the space of 5 hours.
No, really, just send me. I don't even ask you for a 1.2 million. Just give me 500K. I'm good.
By this point, Daly was up to his 4th wife, who confronted him about his gambling problem, initiating an argument that ended in the strangest way possible. I won like $55,000 in the casino, and I said to my 4th wife, Cherie, if you're gonna yell and scream at me about this, I threw it over the bridge going over to Memphis from Arkansas. I threw all the money out the car window and said, you know what, if you want that money, you can go find it, but let me tell you something, you don't have a job, you're not working, I'm supporting you, I'm paying all the bills.
What? Why you gotta be that big of a piece of shit, man? No wonder you have this is your 4th wife. I bet you're still guys. We need to check afterwards how many wives which wife he is at the moment. 6, 7, 8.
My buddy then took her to a McDonald's drive-thru and got her 2 cheeseburgers and some french fries and a soda, and it was like, okay, this is how you can live from now on if that's the way you want it.
What about the money?
When John published his book in 2006, he'd gambled away $55 million over a 15-year period.
No, 55 million. Can you just play small stakes at least so you don't lose that much money, you fucking idiot? Oh.
However, the worst was still yet to come. In 2007, an article was written on Daly's golf performance stating, John Daly withdrew from 5 tournaments and missed the cut on 8 others on the PGA Tour. His best finish was 3rd place at the Skins game, which only had 4 players.
How the mighty have fallen. How the mighty have fallen. It's over.
As a result, Daly lost his card, and it might have had something to do with his ever-declining diet. In 2008, CBS reporter Will Brinson was given the job to watch Daly during a professional game, noting that he consumed 21 cigs, 12 Diet Cokes, 6 packs of peanut M&Ms, 0.0 ounces of water,
and that's just over a game of golf. You can imagine what he does afterwards. Only 21.6, bro. Rocky numbers, am I right? Only 12 Diet Cokes. Phew. Back in his prime. More packs of M&Ms and Diet Cokes that you'll ever comprehend.
And the alcohol consumption hadn't stopped either. Only 4 months after writing about his diet, Daly was arrested for passing out in front of Hooters, with the negative press resulting in another 6-month ban from all professional golf. As a consolation, Daly's mugshot was placed proudly inside the restaurant.
Nice. Wow.
However, he'd end the year with earnings of only $56,000.
That's cheap change. I think it's better, to be honest. He would have just wasted it gambling, really.
Forcing yet another change in John Daly's life. Having grown tired of golf club dress codes, Daly decided to purchase his local course.
You don't like a dress code in golf, that you find that offensive.
No.
You have your own golf course that you bought. Is there a dress code there?
But basically, all you got to do is cover your private parts and you can play my golf course.
Initially running the club at a loss, just so the town had somewhere to play.
I'm losing probably $250,000 to $350,000 a year, somewhere in there. Anybody, kids or teams that want.
Hey, that's not a... Like, compared to gambling, man, don't worry about it.
Come here and play. I think everybody should have a chance to play golf, but if you're on a team, you're more than welcome to come here and play free and, have fun.
Here, Daly was able to practice and make a super successful comeback in 2016, yet more recently his life has taken a turn as a result of bladder cancer. Despite this, Daly has since achieved his best score in professional golf ever, has found massive success with clothing collaborations through a company called Loudmouth, and has done so all while establishing one of the greatest legacies in professional sporting history.
I'm 34.
30.
Bro, this story about, this guy, he's literally the personification of so many, like, TV, movie characters. Like, he's Adam Sandler. I don't remember the name, but you know which movie I'm talking about, where he's a golfer and he gets mad. He's like as lucky as Forrest Gump. So he's basically an idiot, but still somehow the law of physics are being bended by the universe in order to make him successful. It's like he is actually the personification of an American, everyday American, smoking, drinking, eating shitty, not drinking water, drinking Diet Coke, M&M's, packs, left and right. He's insane. Like gambling on top of it, obviously you gotta add in the gambling, literally going through every vice humanly possible except for drugs. So what's going on, man? Where the drugs at? Having 6, 7, 8 wives, one after another, like a pack of cigarettes. It's insane, bro. Who is this guy? And still managing to somehow get on top of life. This is insane.